So the Thoughts Every Never Show podcast. It is your boy Joe, your favorite average Joe. Hey man, the one and only controversial. My man Harvey, what's good?
To say the least, I'm back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everything you said in the last podcast with Baby Daddy Chronicles was true. It was just,
I still stand by it, 100%.
it was
Like,
it was just shocking, but it was true. I understand why you said it.
it's crazy that was shocking though. Like, that's the thing. That should not have been shocking. But even some of my own friends were like, that's how you truly feel? I'm like, that's how you feel too. Stop lying. That's how everybody feels. Like, people duck and dodge accountability like it's cancer, man.
Mm-hmm. How's your mental health? How's everything?
Mental health is good.
How you liking the new job?
Liking it. It's definitely going good.
How's the business going?
Oh, man, I'll let that go.
Damn, really?
I got a new business. Well, I guess it's not new. I've been keeping it up. Like, I still do the consulting on the side. That whole vegan health type shit, nah. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I am vegan. To everybody watching, I am vegan. I still eat beef, pork, chicken, and turkey at times, but I'm still vegan. Respect my pronouns. anyways, some people, they feel like that's hypocritical. So they like, how you selling vegan products but eating a burger? And that's part of they don't respect your pronouns. So I let it go.
What's the other business you working on?
Oh, just consulting, helping businesses like invest more, get into the AI space, and leverage that for their competitive edge.
Oh, we may talk.
Yeah, definitely. Hit me up.
Sure. All right, for sure, man. All right, man, I'm doing all right. We had a conversation off air. This, you know what I'm saying? All this rent I got to pay. But I ain't going to lie, man. I got to pay all this rent to catch up, but ain't nothing better than having your own place. I ain't going to hold you. Like, the peace and quiet that's able to come with. I could have moved back home, but I'm like, damn, I can't smoke. I can't drink. Even though I don't drink, I be drinking wine. Like, I ain't got no car, so I'm stuck there. They already don't want to let me borrow the car. I was like, no, let me just figure this shit out.
Or you could have just lived with your girl.
Man, listen.
In-house pussy, and get help with the rent.
I'm
just saying.
I understand that. But like I said, I stand by my decision.
Okay.
I don't regret it.
Good.
Because I need it. This is an experience that I needed for myself.
Okay, fair.
It's something like I needed to do this by myself. Now, it could have been to where we could have stayed together and still did it, but we has a lot of outside factors. That's fair. That that went into play. But other than that, man, like I got through it. I'll put it like this: if some of the things I've had to learn, like I would have never really cooked like that if I was still living with her.
True.
Because I wouldn't have to.
True.
But now, like, I ain't gonna say I enjoy cooking, because I don't. But I like how it comes out. It's just the tedious part of cooking, but I've become a better cook.
I was just about to ask you. I was like, so now you like cooking now or something?
Like, I ain't gonna say
you ain't never had to learn that shit. You could have kept things how it worked.
Yeah, but like
you chose struggle to say I can make it through struggle.
I understand that. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I really felt like, right, in order for me to one day be a provider, you have to go as a man. I feel like these are some of the things you have to learn how to maneuver in life, and I never had that experience because I always had to depend on somebody.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it to this point. To learn how to be a provider, so you're saying you want to be a provider.
Yeah. Like, if I, like, Mo thing is, if I had the money to do it, I'd do it. I just don't always have the money to do it.
So you want the wife and kids?
I want the wife.
But you don't want the kids?
Yeah, I'm iffy on that. Like, I'm getting to the point to where if I don't have my own kids, I'm open to, like, adopting kids.
Okay.
But it's just, as me getting older, and I don't know. That newborn stage, I don't want to do that shit, bro.
That newborn stage is hell.
Exactly, bro. Like, I don't want to do that shit. That's something that, if it wasn't for the newborn stage, I'd probably be Nick Cannon out here, bro. If babies coming out like 3 years old, I'd be Nick Cannon, bro.
Okay.
I would be having kids left and right.
That's definitely fair.
But
because I understand that part.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, waking up every 2 hours, bro. Like, no. I had to do that shit once when I got Bella. Like, the second night, I said, yeah, nah. I told her, we were together. I woke up. I woke up. I was like, this is what you want. You want to do this for like 6 months, 7 months.
And that's a dog. Shit, I throw a dog in a room. I can't hear the dog and go sleep my ass all the way through.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you want.
Beast.
So, I don't know. Like I said, I felt like if I'd have had them early, if I'd have had them like in my early 30s, I'd be open to having more. But as I just get older, it's like, like, and my little brother feel the same way. The one who got married, like we were talking the other day, and he was like, yeah, like, I'm like a year away from paying off my student loans. I'd be damned if I've given up, I get to keep $500 a month, and I got to put that towards a kid.
Damn.
He was like, I want to enjoy I want to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Dang, your parents ain't about to have no grandkids.
Hey, listen, probably not.
And they had 3 kids.
They had an opportunity. They had 2. With my little brother, he got an abortion. With me, one was a type of pregnancy, the other one was abortion. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you got to see what was walking down the aisle. That's good enough.
No, that's not. Y'all will all be written out the will. Fuck that. Hell no.
All written out the will?
Hell yeah. I'm giving it to charity.
Hey, like, yo, that's crazy, Harvey.
I got up every 2 hours with each of y'all motherfuckers, and now one of y'all can give me a grandkid. Now you know your mom would do all the work. She would definitely do all the work.
My parents are very traditional, so my mom wants it done the right way.
Your brother's married though.
Yeah, but he ain't like he ain't ready to do that shit. He's like, you don't understand. He was, I'm giving them $500 a month on top of what I got already. So he was like, I want to be able to enjoy that extra $500 I got, and I have to worry about kids and daycare. And you got to remember, he married already, but he not here. She ain't gonna see that baby like that unless she gonna fly to Chicago.
Get your ass on the flight. What you mean? The fuck? Like, shit. She already in that age group where they'll will you to the gate. She ain't even gotta walk.
Hey, yo.
Take your ass to Chicago.
But yeah, I don't know, man. After when my little brother got the girl pregnant, how her reaction was, because it wasn't the right way. I just told me, I was like, yeah, if it ain't the right way, like, she would get over it eventually, but I'm just older now, and I'm like, oh, kids a lot, bro.
Yeah,
they are a lot.
They are.
That's why you gotta. I really feel like if you gotta have them young, unless like you're just older and like y'all got y'all shit together and y'all just be like, I just want one, cool. But like if you ain't got your shit together and you older, like all kids are gonna do is make it worse. No, and it ain't no guarantee that you gonna come out that struggle.
Not wrong.
It ain't no guarantee.
You're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying? It's once in a lifetime that you fucking get a kid like LeBron James, or you know what I'm saying, make it to the league or something to really get you out of that hole. But even then, you got to struggle for 18 years and hope he get it.
Now, if you raise them like to be smart or anything, you can get them to a successful point where you'll get a return on your investment. But yeah, it's gonna be some decades, like. Because you got to raise them. And
I'm already old. What I'm saying, like, I ain't getting there. So, like, if I have a kid now at 36, by the time the kid come out, it's already 37. By the time they even in their 20s, I'm 57. By the time they really in their prime, I'm dead.
No, you're not wrong. And I'm going to tell you why you're not wrong. There's this girl that I work with. She, she one of those real militant type women, He-Man woman hater type. She can't take no man telling her nothing what to do, all that type of stuff. So she 37, 38. She pissed away all of her dating years by throwing away good men. And she really want kids. Like, it was to the point we was at lunch and I asked her, I was like, another birthday done came, another gray hair done popped up. Like, I'm guessing you done buried the whole motherhood dream, because she always talked about being a mom. And as the years roll by, I'm like, why this girl still talking about being a mom? Like, I know them eggs is powder. Like, she ain't about to cook with them shits. And she was over here like, yo, so I've made an appointment to look into freezing my eggs. And I was like, plot twist. Yo. So I leaned in because I wanted to see this. I ain't never heard about motherfuckers doing that in real life, just on TV and shit.
I thought about freezing my sperm. Like I thought about getting a vasectomy and like freezing my sperm.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you. So she go to the doctor.
That's about to be funny shit.
She go to the doctor to talk about freezing her eggs. Mind you, she just turned 38. It was her 38th birthday. That's supposed to be her gift to herself. And the doctors, they do all the preliminary tests. They asked her to come back in so they can tell her the results. So they telling her the results, and they're basically like, so yeah, there ain't really a lot left.
God
and
damn.
I was like, they said it professionally in the medical terms, but the gist of it, they want a whole lot of shit in the chamber. And they was telling her like, it's going to be hella expensive because we're going to have to do hella cycles to just pull out as many eggs as we can. And we can't even guarantee that these eggs is hatchable. Like, and then you got to bank them. So you got to pay for storage for X amount of years because you don't know when you want to actually like fertilize them, turn them into a baby because you still ain't got no man. And
what a shot.
She was like, well, dang, at what age was I supposed to come in here and actually start looking into this insurance policy that freezing eggs is supposed to be for women? And the lady literally told her, they was like, well, we really feel like between 25 and 30, that's the best age to freeze your eggs.
I can understand that because
like,
it's a lot.
Yeah. They said definitely the latest you should even consider it is 35. And she was like, wow. And they were like, and the reason for that is because when you're younger is when you have the largest amount of healthy eggs that don't have any DNA fragmentation, that more than likely if they sat on ice for 10, 15, 20 plus years, you could crack them open and still have a baby. And so she was like, well, dang, what would you tell somebody who's single, no prospects, who still wants to be a mom? Like, what would you ask them to do? And she was like, I mean, it's like you probably might want to do the IVF route and just go ahead and see about trying to have a baby by yourself. And I was like, this is some Mary Jane type shit. Like,
no, for real, being Mary Jane. Yeah, that's
like,
some crazy shit.
I was like, dang, so she came in, she was real emotional and everything. And that was nice. People always peg me to be the asshole, but I can be sensitive when I see that it's time to, put on my different hat. So I was asking her, I was like, all right, all jokes aside, because I stay cracking jokes. I'm like, genuinely speaking, like, what do you want to do? You finna just have a kid by a stranger? Like, what are you looking to do? And she was like, I honestly don't know. Like, they basically told me, either route I go is going to be extremely expensive. And it ain't no guarantees that I'm going to end up with a live child. And I'm like, well, you
or a healthy child at that point.
Exactly. And she would be by herself. And I'm like, well, are you going to at least see if you can hit up an ex that you on good terms with so you at least know who the daddy is? Or is you just going to go with donor number 15370? Like who happens to say that they got all this stuff going for them, but their ass could be lying, because I ain't going to hold you. Back in the day, everybody was donating sperm. If you was healthy and you was, pretty much if you was healthy and you had a high sperm count, especially if you lived in a big metropolitan area, a lot of motherfuckers was doing that because it was easy money.
Yeah, and I thought about it.
Shit, I did it.
I thought about it. I was like, I could use there's some easy money, right? That's easy as shit.
Not even gonna hold you, and it's very easy. Like, they always tell you to think of a side hustle of something that will essentially make you money in your sleep. That kind of is making you money in your sleep.
Nah, for real.
Like, and so I'm like, you ain't gonna know who this kid's 50% of their DNA is. What if he a serial killer? Like, that's all of this type of stuff. And
they could be autistic. They, you know what I'm saying? They get high blood sugar, cancer, diabetes running in their family, like all
of that type of stuff. And she said, I really wish somebody had really told me the truth when I was younger and I was dating. Because see, the issue with a lot of women is being a girl's girl is essentially women validating each other's bad habits.
Oh, facts.
They tell, like, they never tell their girl they tripping.
Yep.
When they homegirl fumble a good dude, they hit them with the, he just won't meant for you, or this just ain't the right time. When they don't ever say, nah, bitch, you just a fucked up individual, and we got to get you in some deep ass therapy, do some damn help, and maybe somebody might actually be willing to commit to you.
Facts.
And so she straight up said, she was like, I'm not even gonna hold you, Harvey. We just coworkers, but you don't be giving an F about my feelings. You the type of person I needed 10 years ago, and maybe me and such would have still been together. And I was like, facts. I feel you on that. That's sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's life.
It is life, man. All right. So, right, a lot of women say they want a leader, right? Yeah. But when that man starts making decisions, setting boundaries, or taking initiative, some call it controlling. So where's the line between leadership and control? Like, I'll give you my story. I was talking to a chick, right? And as I'm getting older, I be observing that, like, if you don't like, if you're the leader, if you're like the best friend of the friend group, but your friend group is trash, like I'm going to tell you, you need to get better friends. So I was dealing with this young lady, right? And she would always be like, "Oh, I just like it when you tell me what to do and be a man and be assertive." So I was like, "Your friend group is trash. Like they always come to you, but you can't come to them. Like you need to get better friends. Like you will not elevate in life because the friend group you have will always bring you down. You can't get to where you want to get to because your friends are fucking trash. Like they're horrible."
That's fair.
And she was just like, "I don't tell you what to do about your friends." I was like, "My friends are, even though my friends, we still trying to grind. We in a better position than your friends." Dang. Like if I know for deep down, like if I need help, I could go to my friends and be like, "Hey, I need X, Y, Z, I can pay you back." You can't do that with your friends because they was coming to you, but they ain't got your back. They don't got your back on nothing. And she was just real dismissive. And I was like, that's what I be talking about. You be saying that you want a man to lead, but you just want a financial leader. You don't want a real nigga to help you lead because that's some real ass shit. And then she did it later. And she was like, well, I told you what to do later. No, y'all say I want a leader, but really y'all don't want it.
It's not that
or y'all want to do it on y'all terms. Like, no.
Yes and no. They want a leader. They want a leader in the common area of the relationship. And when I say common area, I mean they want a leader with the bills.
That's going the bills and planning trips and dates and all of that.
That's gonna make their life easier. And honestly, a lot of times parenting, when they really not trying to parent, they don't want a leader on character building because now they feel like you meddling. Now they feel like you crossing over. Because now with her friend group question, when they would come to her and ask her for stuff like money or whatever the case may be, would she give it? But she could never go to them and ask.
Correct.
I'm okay with her being friends with them. She just needs to stop giving it. If you know that these people cannot do for you, don't do for them. Keep it strictly on a certain level.
I just feel like for the profession she was trying to get into, she needed like-minded friends, and they weren't like they like one of her friends like just wasn't working. Like, oh, well, I got 6 kids, not working.
Damn, you talking about me?
Not really. No. It's completely different.
I'm about to say I was definitely unemployed.
Like I'm saying,
whole 6 kids, but I feel you. I get
got her kids taken from her.
Oh shit!
Like you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. Like you just need better friends that's trying to like. Even though me and my friends like we still trying to grind. Like we always coming up with ways to try to get money and elevate. Like you just can't be like I was like no. Like you need to get. It's like I know you struggle with being in social settings, but you need to get better friends that's going to help you, uplift you, and elevate you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told her, I was like, there's no way in the world you should be in a relationship and you can't pull money from an outside source if you need to. Like, if me and my girl don't got it, we should be able to go to one of her friends to ask for help, and they should be able to give it to us.
No.
You don't think so?
No, but that's just the type of friend I am. And that's the reason why I was like, I don't necessarily have a problem with her friends. Because to be for real, I don't know if I could go to my friends for money or for anything because I never would. Like, one thing about me, I have never borrowed money from my mother, father, brother, or sister since I was 17 years old.
Oh, damn. I get like you because I borrow money all the time.
And it's the reason for that is probably just because I was raised to be like hyper independent. And I'm the oldest. So that's kind of like a double whammy. So I know for a fact if you ever, anybody, whenever they give you something, it's never free or it comes with the reservation that, hey, you're going to have to pay this forward when they're on hard times. And I'm like, I can't ensure that I'm going to always have it like that for you.
See, that's why
so
I don't see when I don't ask to keep. I ask like, I ask for like, hey, listen, I just need this so I get paid. Or I could pay back X, Y, and Z. And I always, 9 times out of 10, unless I phone the whole times, like, I give it back to them. Like, I don't even play that, like, nah, pay it for. I'm going to give it back to you, so therefore you can't sit there. Now, if my friends ask me for money and I got it, I will give it to them. Because I felt like if I consider you part of, like, my inner group circle, that means I trust you and I fuck with you the long way. So, like, even if you can't get it back, if you fucked up, you can't get it back to me right now, like, I know later down the line, like, you're going to pay it back in some type of way.
You know, and my thing is because I have 6 children.
See, that's different though. I don't have kids.
Yeah, it's still just when people ask me for money, because people still ask me for money. I get asked for money all the time. I've been saying no for years, but they still gonna keep asking, and it's cool. I'm gonna just keep saying no, because my whole thing is that we all came into this world with a mother, a father. Some of us have brothers or sisters, but the majority of us have cousins. So I'm like, if you have gone through your entire family prayer list, and now you're on me, and I'm assuming because we're at me, all of those people have said no. What makes you think that what is it that all of them who are your blood saw in you that they said no, that now you at me? There's something off here, because if you was on the up and up, if you was about your word, if I could guarantee I'm finna get this back, those other people would have been ran you the money.
So let me counter that, right? Because I got a cousin. I have a cousin I'm close with. Got makes good money.
Yeah.
Got 2 kids. But because that, like, we are close, but we don't have that, like, I've never asked him for money.
Yeah.
And even though me and him are close, like, you know, when his kids were little, I would go over there and watch him. When I had the car, when I was living over there, we weren't that far from. I would go see them all the time, hang out with them. It's still a thing to, like, I'm not about to ask him for money. Because number one, you got kids, and number two, we don't have that. Even though we're mad close, I've never asked you for money, so we don't have that type of relationship. Okay. Now, his other siblings, I've asked them for money, but also because they ain't got no kids. Okay. Like, I don't really ask people, like, unless, like, you, Tyler or Warren, I don't really ask people with kids. Like, I got whole friends, Juice and Shannon, we tight too, and we talk about everything. I ain't never asked them for money because you got kids. Yeah. Unless you Tyler Warren, outside you got kids, I don't even be going down that route, because I'd be like, that's fair. That's taking money from you. Now, if you single and you ain't got no kids, or you ain't got no kids, hey, bro, let me hold this. I'm gonna get it back to you. Let me hold it. But if you got kids, I'd be like, nah, bro. Like, that's why, like, part of the reason why, like, I don't be, like, I had to stop dating single moms, because it would be like, yeah, but then it's like, I can't, if I need it, I can't ask you, because you got kids.
Yeah. Nah, I just don't do the asking money in general. Like, if I needed it, because my whole thing is, you ask for money, that's still another bill, because you have to pay them back. So that's another bill. I'm like, if I'm already clearly struggling and I need help with bills, why am I going to go create another bill that I have to pay back? So it was always either just credit cards or just going without, to be completely honest, because that whole money be a touchy subject.
I feel you.
But yeah, it's always been a no.
So, right. Leadership is taking responsibility.
Yes.
The leader protects, plans, and provides directions. Good leaders don't demand respect. They earn it.
That's true.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Okay. Like, planning a date. This is what I feel like girls think a leader is. Planning a date, taking initiative during difficult situations, and being dependable when life gets hard. But like you said, that's cool. But if we can't work on the character building, then you really, like, that's not going to work for me.
It's not. And honestly, she knew you were right. That's the reason why she gave you so much pushback, because it struck a nerve and she wasn't ready to change. So people who not ready to change, they're going to come at you heavy when you start calling out shit that they need to change. Because deep down they know that. They feel it, it's subconscious, but they over here like, they're ignoring it. And they're like, you're like saying the quiet part out loud. They can't handle that.
I be hating when women be like, do you know how to lead? It's like, most men know how to lead, but
no.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay, then. All right, so explain that.
Okay.
Because I feel like most men may not want to.
No.
But deep down inside, it's in you. It's like you got that dog in you.
Having that dog. Okay, define having that dog in you.
Like, right. I don't know. I really just kind of said that.
Exactly. Because it's just a statement.
It just sounded nice.
It's just a statement. I will be straight up. A lot of men don't know how to lead. A lot of men very much are followers. You can look at every male-dominated space. You look at the military. You look at sports. You look at pretty much anything where it's male-dominated. They choose a leader, and then they follow him. Like, and the majority of the dudes, for the most part, be followers. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Please don't take any ill will towards that. Don't be insulted or nothing. And a lot of people just are not naturally leaders, because leading comes with a lot of forethought and a lot of responsibility. You have to be able to see 10, 20, 30 miles down the road.
That be right. So funny you say that. So I was with when I was with TR, right? that was something that we had talked about a lot because like some of the issues that we would run into when, you know, she would take the trips. And I would be like, it's not that I don't want you to take the trips. Financially, we really can't afford this right now. I'm seeing down the road, like, I don't mind you taking the trips when we get right, but we need to get right first before we can take these trips. And everybody was like, you're not living in the moment. I'm trying to build down the future. Yeah. It's one thing to live in the moment, then we down on the future, you're going to be like, why didn't I tell you this in the past? You wanted to live in the moment. Like, no, we can still have our fun. Yeah. But we need, like, I'm always a big forward thinker. Like, in a relationship, like, I'd be trying to see, like, 5-10 years down the line, or at least, like, a year down the line, like, all right, if we grind here in a year, we can really do whatever the fuck we want to do. But I just feel like women be wanting to be, like, they want that, but they also want to live in the moment. And I'm like, I don't think you can have both.
But that's the thing. Being a leader entails dealing with people not wanting necessarily to follow every direction you put them in. You were being a great leader. You were giving phenomenal advice. It doesn't always mean that they're going to follow it. That's where the static comes in. It doesn't mean stop leading. And it doesn't mean you're controlling either. It means that you are not flustered and you are not thrown off of your leadership path just because you got a little pushback.
Because that's my thing. Like, when I get the pushback and trying to move forward and keep resisting, I don't know what to do after that.
You stick to your guns. You dig your heels in 1,000%. Please. I get that all the time. And hell no, my no is my no. My yes is my yes. My opinion does not change if I hurt your feelings. You will either get over it or you will cancel me. But I said what I said. I meant what I said.
Okay.
I always tell everybody if I had life to do over again, I'm talking all the way back from when we was like 1-2 years old, I would have done it way worse. A million times worse. So I regret nothing. I regret nothing I said, nothing I did. It was all 1,000% premeditated and great in the moment. Like, that's just what it is.
But yeah, because that be my thing. Like, I just be seeing, like, I be trying to see stuff down the line and be like, I know, like, when we want to travel, and that's all well and good, but bro, like, I want to be able to where we can travel comfortably. To where, like, we don't got to worry about, like, oh, if we come back, even though our bills are paid, like, how, you know what I'm saying, money's going to be tight. Like, no, I want to be able to spend. I ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we good. Like, I want to be, that's it. It's one thing to travel. It's another thing to travel with no worries. And I feel like women don't be understand. That's what I was trying to get TR to understand. Like, I don't mind that you traveling, but we need to travel with no worries. That's a completely different experience.
I will say you're right. You're 1,000% right. I am Tierra because I'm very much a I could die tomorrow type person. So I'm going to be broke and I'm going to throw that vacation on credit. That's just me. That is my toxic trait. And I can admit that because I'm all for the memories. Fuck them bills. Like, I don't care. Like, we'll either write that off, we'll let it go to collections, we'll deal with that later when we get back. But them pictures and those memories are going to live forever. So I 1,000% understand where you're coming from. That's the type of energy anybody needs in their life. Because I be just like her. Like, hey, shoot, Bali be calling my name. Be ready to catch a flight. But it's that balance, though. At the end of the day, y'all both got to... You really just have to find that balance. Like, leadership is taking their feelings into accountability while still sticking to the course, which you did a phenomenal job at that. But also still letting her know that, hey, I understand the position you're coming from. I get that, you know, the time is now. You don't really, tomorrow's not promised and everything. And you don't want to put everything in savings, building up for this future. And then, you know, tomorrow you get an accident. You don't even get to enjoy the future. So it's really a delicate balance that you got to put both.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there going, like, because I'm not, like, I was talking to my little brother about it too. Like, as I get older, I see both sides of it, but I'm not real keen on home ownership like most people are. Like, I understand home ownership is an asset that's going to gain value over time. But like, I was talking to my little brother about it. I was like, bro, this shit you gotta go through to get a house and maintain it, when I could just have maintenance come fix this shit. I was like, and I understand, because I know, like, when I was with my last ex, we had talked about And that was part of the reason why I was like, you want to go on these trips, but you also want to buy a house. You gotta pick a struggle, because if we're gonna buy a house, like now it's that we're gonna have to put at least minimum, even if we get like a help program, at least $10K minimum.
It depends on the type of house you're trying to get. There's some programs you wouldn't have to put anything down. I got a realtor who could help you with that. But the thing that renting gets a lot of people comfortable with, because I used to have the same thought process as you, is you can call maintenance to come over here and fix it, but they factor in that into the price. So you're paying not only this place's mortgage, but you're paying their maintenance man, and you're paying them a salary on top of
True.
that.
Here's my rebuttal to that, right? But shit, like, you could, like, I don't know much about home ownership, but I seen posts to where, like, something happened with escrow and then their mortgage rate went up. Like, you thinking it was one price and now you damn near paying what I'm paying.
That means that you had a stupid ass realtor. That rarely happens. See, people got to understand on the internet, the loud minority rules the internet because they're disgruntled. The people who are happy and satisfied are quiet because they're living their life and they're maintaining their happiness.
That's fair.
I've been a homeowner now for over 5 years. When I tell you, one, I pay less in my mortgage and my HOA than all of y'all are paying renting a 1-bedroom. And my maintenance is extremely low over the course of the time I've been there. Because one, if you have an HOA, the HOA covers my roof. The HOA covers all of the lawn stuff, and it maintains the pool. The HOA does a lot of the stuff, so I only really have to maintain what's inside the house, and it's already gone up $60K in value.
That would be the only reason why I would want to get a house, because it will go up in value. So therefore, when I'm ready to sell it, I can make a whole lot more than I bought it for.
You can, and then on top of that, every time you pay your mortgage, you're putting more equity into your home, whereas here you're just putting equity in somebody else's home.
I agree with that.
The maintenance don't be that much. Don't let nobody complain about maintenance. The only way the maintenance be a lot for these people is they bought an old home, they saw the inspection report, and they said, F that inspection report, I still want this house. Because you get a home inspection before you close. On that home inspection, the inspector tells you every possible thing that could go wrong with this house, from red to where, hey, this has to be fixed right now, to green as in, over time, you're going to have to pay attention to this. So you're not going into home ownership blindly. It's not just a toss-up and then bang, they got you and sold you a rinky, broken down house. Like, on closing what you're getting. You can either choose to take it or you can walk away and go to another property. But home ownership is strictly just the way to go.
Okay.
That's the reason why when I buy the next house next year, I'm still keeping the house we're in. I'm just going to rent it out.
Okay. I can get with that. Why do you feel like some men confuse leadership with control? Because I don't. I feel like you could be a leader and still not be controlling.
First of all, what man confuses leadership with control? Like, when you say control, as in they got a seat, they gotta tell you what you wear.
No, so you're, like, for example, right? I know a person to where he's a provider, pays all the bills, and his wife wanted to work, and he said no. Because I didn't marry you for you to go to work.
Yeah, that's control. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because I can pay all the bills, and I was like, even if I pay all the bills, I want my wife to work. It's just that it's going to be an expectation. If I'm paying everything, excursions and dates and anything I want is on you. Okay. Because if we going on 2 days, if you making like $3,000 a month, we go on 2 dates a month. That's $100. You still got $2,800 left for every month. Yeah. And then if we want to go on a trip, just know that you're paying for the flight, the hotel, the food, the excursions.
Facts. To not want your wife to work, that's where the control comes in, because now you are essentially affecting her money and her ability to essentially have some motion outside of you. And that's the difference between leadership and control. Leadership is essentially showing the path and leading through your own actions. Control is you're not even allowing somebody to go opposite direction. You're essentially saying, no, even if you don't agree with how I live my life, I'm not going to allow you to live an alternative life, because I'm not going to allow you to get access to the resources that could allow you to live.
That's why I be telling women so much before I get into examples of control. Like when they be like, "Oh, I want a man that that's gonna pay me everything and let me be a thing. Like, you really don't want that, because you don't know, like, that type, when most, like, the control that comes with it, like, they can tell you who you can and can't talk to. They monitor your phone. They're isolating from your friends and family. They making every decision without your input. Like, nah, you think you want that life because you see, like, you see on those social media the glamour side of it, but you don't see what that woman going through in real life. Like, you don't want that shit for real.
All housewives ain't going through that, but I do get where you coming from. Yeah, that's a slippery slope, and yeah, you gotta really be able to trust somebody to completely cut off your income and be solely dependent on them. It needs to be a discussion that's thoroughly discussed between both parties. One party should not be making that decision. It's something that both of them came to the table with, saying, hey, for this amount of time or indefinitely, you will be a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home husband, whatever the case may be. But yeah, because it's a lot of teamwork and camaraderie that you have to have for that to be cohesive.
So how do you lead? Well, how do you lead personally? Where did you learn to lead? Did you learn it from your dad, or?
I would say I'm a natural leader, just because, I moved out. I went to college. I won't even call it like moving out. Went to college at 18, and I was gone ever since then. So think about it. At 18, you really ain't got nothing. You ain't got no life experience, none of that. And I'm going to like these different cities doing internships, just living there for the summer as a 18, 19, 20-year-old, just making shit happen. And people just saw the trajectory of where my life was going. And that's kind of how I ended up becoming the leader. It was more so always having an answer, always being the answer when there was no answer. Like, even with my friends, with my relationships, whenever there was no answer, I was the answer. I was always able to figure it out. They would always ask me, and it was always a solution that worked. So that's kind of just how it became. It definitely wasn't self-appointed. And yeah, it was more so just the energy and leading by example.
Okay. Yeah, because I get mine's more from, like, I always knew that, like, I've had the DNA to be a provider. I seen my dad do it. It's just, in being a leader, it's just, I ain't like, if my money ain't right, I can't lead you right if my money ain't right. I ain't about to lead you down a road of despair because my money ain't right. So therefore, I'm trying to do different things to make sure it's right, and then you blindly trusted me, and now we fucked.
Yeah. See, I was always about my money. Like, even as a teenager, I actually was thinking that the other day when I was sitting at my desk, that I've been filing taxes every year faithfully for well over 20-something years, because I've been working since I was 14. And I've been unemployed, but my money has never not been right. And it's not because I was rich or anything. It's always just because when I was younger, I lived very low, but very much below my means. And I always made sure my lifestyle never caught up to the means. So I always scaled back so that I was saving X amount of money for my emergency fund. That way I ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. I'm always the lender, never the borrower. Because I never want to be on the other side of that coin. I've seen too many people on the other side of that coin. I've seen how they talk about them. I've seen how people have always used it as like some type of slight or a manipulation tactic. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'll go without her. I'll figure it out.
That's true. I get with that. Because a lot of people feel like I should have got a 1-bedroom instead of a 2-bedroom. And so you get this pod in your living room. But that's not something that, especially with the dogs, that I wasn't really willing to do.
You a good one for keeping them dogs, man. I wouldn't have kept them dogs.
I love my dogs.
Dogs are a lot. They are expensive.
They ain't expensive as kids, though.
No, they're not as expensive as kids, but kids grow up.
You're right. That is true. That's a big difference.
Yeah. Like, that's just a lot. But I mean, you swing in the 2-bedroom.
Yeah, like they was like, you could have been saving so much money in the one just pounding your living. And I was like, yeah, but like the dogs and they be barking. I just want to be able to have a nice setup to where I don't have to keep moving shit around.
That's fair.
So if I want to pay a little extra, then
yeah, if you got it,
I'll pay a little extra. So like I ain't. But yeah, seeing like how my dad led, and like even though like my parents both paid bills, and like because it was in a joint account, but we all knew who made more, so we knew like whose most money it was, and to see him just like I don't think since I've been born Like I know they struggled, but since I can remember, if they struggled, we ain't really see it like that. It was maybe like 1 year they was like, we ain't gonna be able to do a whole lot for Christmas or whatever. But for the most part, like we didn't get everything that we wanted, but we got everything that we needed. Like and then right before, like my dad saw, like I used to live in Willingboro, and my dad saw the vision of like, yeah, like we gotta get our kids up out of here. Like it's about to get dangerous, and he did. But then like, because it came out of nowhere, like we was just chilling, and next thing you know, my dad was like, "Hey, yo, we moving like 30 minutes down the road."
Dang, that's what's up.
And he did. And then he saw the foresight of, hey, listen, Jersey getting a little too expensive.
And that's fair.
And it was either, well, originally we wasn't supposed to be in Florida, supposed to be in North Carolina, but they was basically playing with his job offer. Because he was going to work at Elizabeth City. And all of us,
shit. Mm-hmm. That's right around the corner. That's crib.
And all of us was going to, basically, he really wanted us to move there because all of us, if you work for Elizabeth City, all the kids go to school for free. So that was a big thing for him. But they was playing with the job offer like crazy. Like they told him like he was going to start. Then they kept pushing it back. So then UCF hit him up with a little bit better offer. And he said, y'all took too long. So then,
I don't blame him.
We end up moving down here.
About to say, I would have done the same thing. 1,000%. Especially when you got kids. Like, y'all can't be playing with me. I got kids.
You can't be playing.
That's wild.
But yeah. So, because I ain't gonna, I wasn't on board moving down here. I'm like, because I knew if I was going to move down here, I was going to be stuck here longer than I wanted to be. And I'm 20 years in now. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm still fucking here.
Yeah, you are. That's true. But that was still.
But also I respect him because I knew that I still would have been in Jersey. And as much as I didn't want to move down here, I'm also happy I'm not one of them kids that are still like, they're born here and I ain't want to be that either.
Yeah. Like
I want to be able to experience something different outside. Like I'd be hating when people be like, I've never left the state of New Jersey. Like, bro, we're 36. Yeah. Philly's 30 minutes up the road. Yeah. New York is 2 hours up the road. Baltimore's 2. What do you mean? Yeah. Like I understand it's a little bit different in Florida. Like Georgia's 7. Like it's
Georgia, a little bit. Georgia not right there.
Yeah, it's
Georgia's
not right
far.
there. It's not right there. But still, like you know what I'm saying, like so I understood. Like and he made the hard decision. Because we were still in school, and he left. Like, he left my senior year. He left January of that year. And we was playing, we was on the, he was the coach in my township league. And we were like the best team that year. And he made that sacrifice, because out of all the kids, I had never won a championship. Dang. So this was my last chance to win. It was on a good team. Yeah. And he knew that was important to me. He made that sacrifice to leave right before the playoffs started because he got the job.
That's what's up.
And we ended up winning that year.
But that's definitely what's up. And honestly, that's what a leader does. That's what you got to do.
And I feel like, I think in order to be a leader, you got to have trust. And I feel like part of the issue with men trying to be a leader in this generation is women don't give. Well, number one, I feel like there's a lot of women who make more than men nowadays.
But it's not even all about how much you make.
Very true, but I feel like with some women, I feel like if they make more than you, they will emasculate you.
They can only emasculate you if you let them. A lot of women will try to. They'll be quick to, but you can always check them.
That's fair.
It's just that the dudes who not really confident in their shit, they not fit to check them.
I feel like in our parents' generation, they had a lot more grace, and they were willing to. It was all about building together, so they were willing to listen a whole lot more and willing to trust.
The ones who were married, yes, but you got to understand the women of this generation were raised by our parents' generation, and a lot of their problem is a lot of them won't raise with a man at all.
You're right.
So they have no idea what role a man is supposed to play in the household, and that's what comes. And honestly, that's what really be keeping them in the chokehold, because if it's always just been you and your mama against the world, you got this masculine energy coming into your house, you naturally gonna see it as a threat. because it's always been a threat before.
And I will say this, like leadership is what I put down there. It said leadership is built to consistency.
Yes.
And I can understand why some women like the last two exits to where like they kind of question my leadership because I wasn't consistent and necessarily I was having two jobs but not consistent on keeping two jobs. So I can understand that point.
That's still you.
No, that's not necessarily true. Because that last one was my fault, but wasn't my fault. But I found somebody. I've been going because like my thing is right.
You've had 6 careers since I met you.
Okay, that's facts. That is facts. That is facts. That is facts. That is facts. But right, like I know, right? If I have to work these two jobs to make sure I can keep all of to pay everything I need to pay. This year I was having was when I was living with Max. It was like, I mean, yeah, having the two jobs would be nice so we could really stack our bread, but I don't necessarily need it. So therefore, I'm not willing to put up with the bullshit I got to put up with, and I'll just be like, fuck it. But then she's like, you telling me you want to do X, Y, and Z, but yeah, you're not showing me the consistency. So why am I going to trust you?
And that's literally all leadership is. That showing that consistency. That's the only reason why my friends have made me the leader. Whenever it came to like groups and shit, like all the women I've dated have naturally just followed me. My wife and it's never been because, we had this previous discussion. It's always been because my shit was never flaky. Theirs was. Mm-hmm. Everything to this day, everything I've ever said that I would do, I have done. And 10 times over. I never only met expectations, always exceeded them. Like case in point, I just took, and this was crazy as fuck. I just took my entire family up to Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, for a weekend trip.
Oh, that's why you were saying you know that city life was for you? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Bro.
What part of Ohio?
No, I was talking about that here. That was literally this past Friday.
What part of Ohio?
We went to Columbus.
Okay.
We drove over 1,000 miles with 6 children across mountains through a flash flood.
Did y'all pass through Marietta?
Marietta, Georgia?
Ohio.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I almost went to school out there.
If I did, I wouldn't have known.
Did you? Because you ain't go through the West Virginia, did you?
No.
Okay, that's why.
Nah,
okay,
yeah,
that's on that side.
And the reason we went up there is because when I was living in Ohio for an internship in summer 2012, my best friend from college, her aunt, allowed me to live with her for basically nothing. She took her niece's word. Mind you, she had never met me at all. She took her niece's word and said, yeah, you can come on up here. That way you ain't got to worry about finding no housing and possibly being homeless and that type of stuff. And all I need from you is to help me like maintain this home and the other properties that I have, like cutting grass and all of that stuff. I'm a country nigga, so maintaining properties and
that's some shit. You was born that way.
I was born doing
that's in your blood. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't nothing. And so we became really, really close. And she called me in January and said, "Hey, my 80th birthday party is this summer. I want to meet all of your kids before I'm through. Now, you know how much I drink." She's like, "I'm not going to stop drinking. So there ain't no guarantee how many years I got left. And you keep popping out kids." She said, "I have to lay eyes on all of your children before I'm through. I need you to be at my 80th birthday party. Money is not an option, so don't even come out the gate talking about you can't afford it. I'll fund the whole trip." And I was like, dang, you know what, Aunt Barbara, we finna be there. And I packed up my entire family. We got on the road. Now, mind you, I won't finna take no money from her. I'm like, I know you say you finna cover it, but you asked me to come, I'm gonna come regardless. Mm-hmm. So I drove all the way up there. She did not believe I was actually coming with my wife and all of our children until we were passing through Kentucky. And when we got there, she cried on sight. As soon as she seen us walk in there, because she's like, all of my life, people have always said that they was going to do certain things. And yeah, sometimes they will, a lot of times they won't. I knew this was a large thing that I was asking you. The fact that you even just said yes and just placated me, I was just going to take that. But not only did you say yes, you actually came with everybody. I was like, Aunt Barbara, from when you met me when I was 21, I am still the same heartbeat. Anything that I say I'm going to do, I do. And that's really how you lead. That's how you got to lead. Otherwise, people ain't fitting to follow.
That's good. That's I
It was
feel
a
you
lot
on that.
though, bro.
I can imagine.
I was tired as fuck, and I felt like, yeah, between trying to keep your eyes open on those treacherous mountains, my kids laughing and playing when we're in the middle of this storm in the mountains, and they're like, "Oh, what if we crash?" I'm like,
The we
don't say that right now.
What
like,
are you doing?
Because
Like,
it's a very possible option. Like, yo, but we made it. They had memories. They had a blast. It was a phenomenal weekend. I was like, hey, you sleep when you dead, man.
I feel you. And I think now, right? Okay. I knew, right? In order for me, I needed to live on my own so I could build consistency.
See, you say that.
I had to.
But why did you have to live on your own?
Because if I didn't live on my own, I'm trying to say like now, like I would never be consistent because I always had somebody to rely on.
You couldn't just live with that person and not rely on them.
Nah, because like if I knew like if I knew only needed $1,000 for half of the rent, if they piss me off, I'm just going. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go back to working at one job because I know like my only gotta pay X amount of Z. This is just extra money to help us stack.
So let's get to the root of the problem. The issue with you is you react too much off of emotion.
It's not
because you should still be able to live with that person and still just pay the shit. It don't have to be that, dang, you in this place and damn, I have to. Like, there ain't nobody else responsible. This was choosing struggle.
I won't say choosing struggle. I needed to build the habit.
And you can, my thing is, you can still build those habits with that person. And it's actually better when you build those habits with that person because, look, you're living alone, you're doing it, which we all knew you could do it. Like, to be clear, you living with somebody else and living on your own, it's the same thing. It's just living on your own. It's even more expensive, more struggle. But my thing with you and my fear is you're going to go back to living with somebody and then they're going to piss you off and you're going to know that, hell, well, fuck you. You can pay this half. I know you're here. I know you got it. And so, hey, you going to lean into that shit.
Nah. I'm really trying to change like my mindset and my mind shift. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to like, you know, I told myself like I'm about to like, I don't really be chasing pussy like that, but sometimes I be hitting them up. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was having sex earlier this week, and I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I gotta get up out of here. I was like, I gotta make a change. Like, this can't be life.
Damn, you was in the pussy and not feeling it?
I wasn't feeling it, bro. I was like,
oh, shit, that's fucked up. I feel sorry for her.
I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling that shit, bro. I was like, I need, like, I'm at a point to where, like, now that I was able to get through what I got through, I need better. It's time to do better.
So the casual shit ain't doing it for you.
Yeah, nah. And like I just like nah, I wasn't feeling it. And I feel like my next relationship, like I'm not if I say most times I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. But I'm also of the mindset to where like if in order for you to make me do it like right then and there, they're gonna have to pull a what your wife did on you.
Oh damn. Don't have them do that.
Like if like when she was talking about like, oh, she wanted to go to school and she felt like she couldn't comfortably quit her job and go to school because I wasn't consistent in working the two jobs.
Oh, so you're saying she would have to just
yeah, and I told her
put the fire under you.
Yes, correct. And I told her I was like, if you would have I was like, I've been told you to go back to school. And I was like, I was working the two jobs at first, but then I saw that you wasn't really trying to go back to school. So I said, because technically at that point, like we were good. I didn't need to work the two jobs. So I'm like, I'm not about to kill myself and do not hold up here running a bargain.
That's okay.
But if she would have went to school, I'd have been working those two jobs and you know what I'm saying? We probably would still be together right now.
Got you.
So that's my thing. Like, I know I can do it, but it's like, if you put that, sometimes you just got to put that fire under me.
Got it.
And it's nobody's responsibility to do that. So that's why I moved out on my own to put that fire under my own self.
Okay. And then, are you happy with the result?
Yes. I'm like, you don't understand. I love living. I don't think you understand, Harvey. I know I love living by myself.
I don't like that. You don't understand. That's the reason why I was not for this. Because this is what happens when 35 plus men start living alone. They like that shit too much. And now these bitches have to compete with your peace. And it's very difficult to compete with a man's peace. I could easily marry you off if you still in that phase of living with a bitch, because you're used to them arguments. You're used to that strife.
You're right.
You're used to all of that. You've been in these four walls quiet. The only thing you had to deal with is them damn dogs. You come home, if you don't feel like dealing with nobody, you just block their ass and don't answer your phone. That is a dangerous game for men, because it begins the gateway to just strictly just being like, yeah, I'm good on that marriage shit. I'm going to just fuck bitches for the rest of my life and be chill.
I do want to get married.
A lot of people, my cousins are in their 40s. My cousins still say they want to get married. I asked them, when are you going to do this? Because my cousins, none of them are hideous men. They're the stereotypical thing that most women will want. They're all taller than me, well, except for one. But they've been living alone for too long. And when I say their place is nice, I get it.
I feel you on that, but you know, also you know the reason why me and Max broke up. So I don't think it was outside. I don't think like it wasn't the fact that us living together. It was outside factors.
It was one. I told you it was 100%.
So I just feel like my next relationship to be my last relationship. But right now, like I'm just really enjoying. Like if like I'll probably renew this for another year, and then after that.
Dang. See, that's how it starts.
And then after that, like you know, I'm cool. Like I'm cool. Like I just like. I guess for me, because
somebody got to move in.
I guess for me, because of the fact that I'm such a late bloomer, like I didn't get this experience in my 20s. Like this is my first time doing this, and that's why I wanted to do it, because I needed to prove to myself that I didn't want to go my whole life never living on my own to see if I can do it by myself.
Okay, that's fair.
Because what if something happens and then she becomes permanently disabled and she can no longer work? I don't have that survival skill because I've always been splitting bills with you.
It's not really a survival skill though. It's simply just, damn, now your money gone, so I gotta make more. It's like, I get what you're saying. You more so wanted the experience of it, but you don't need it for the bill paying part. The bill paying is strictly just mathematical equation. Mm-hmm. Like you have this money coming in on top of yours. Now you don't, so now you got to go a little harder to make up for what is lost. My whole thing is more so of, because I've seen this story before. Like people, they'll do this, and this is very peaceful. I came in, and before the dog started barking, it was just quiet. Like, it's very relaxing. It lowers your blood pressure. You don't got to hear nobody's mouth. You don't got to deal with nobody's opinion. You don't got to see nobody asking, hey, can such and such move in? Like, it's a tranquil state to be in that if you get too accustomed to it, you will not be open to even messing that up.
Okay, that's fair. I can see that. It's based. Okay, so I equate it to this. It's basically like when a woman's single for too long, she gets into a relationship. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay.
1000%.
Okay, that's fair. Because that's fair. That was my worry with her. Because I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work. Like I just got out of a relationship, a 2-year relationship, and you've been single for so long. Like I do one wrong thing and just boop boop.
Exactly.
All right, that's fair. I can see that.
Like, I never forget, we was at Christmas dinner, and my older cousin, who's bad, like she's drop dead gorgeous, and so are her friends, but they're single. She's like 46. Her friends the same age as her. And they were asking me, oh, you know, do you have any single homeboys? And I was like, if I did, I would never put them on with you. and she was like, whoa. She was so offended. Like, dang, what's that supposed to mean? I was like, I am looking at you based off of societal standards. You are literally 140 pounds, 5'3", light skin, long curly hair, beautiful, drop dead gorgeous girl. I know the problem is you. Because X amount of dudes want to approach you. That means X amount of dudes are going to ask for your number. That means X amount of dudes are going to actually be good niggas who actually want to do right by you. Ain't none of them in your 28 years of being a grown adult actually was able to get to a point where they offered you a ring. You're the problem. And I'm not going to put that on my homeboys. That's me being a fucked up friend. Hell no.
Okay.
And I know they're going to hate that, but it's 1,000% true.
I can see where you're coming from and why you ain't want me to move out. I get that. I can see where you're coming from. I understand. I understand your logic now.
Exactly.
I understand it. I understand your logic now. I understand it. But I still wanted the experience, and it's been. And I will move in with somebody eventually. Like, 'cause I don't believe in, like, if we get engaged, oh yeah, no, this, because some people believe in that two separate household shit. I don't believe in that shit. That's fucking, I don't believe in that shit.
But
Like, I ain't doing that. But yeah, eventually, I'll move back in with a woman. But right now, like, I'm enjoying this shit. Now, do I got to work 2 jobs to do it? Yes. Am I really fond of that? No. But if I now, where you really need to be concerned is, if I fuck around and find a job that's gonna pay me what makes her 2 for 1, and I'm living by my own,
and you will. And when you do that, if you are still living alone when you do that,
it's a wrap.
I know.
That is a wrap.
The only reason why I hold out hope for you is when you tell me struggle stories like what we was talking about on the couch. I'm like, all right, there's good. There's still hope. There's room in his life for somebody else. If you get that one career job with benefits and they pay all your bills and extra money and you only got that one job and you're still living alone, it's clip. It's clip.
Oh, yeah, it's a wrap.
Like, dang, RIP to all the bitches who thought they had a chance.
Because it's a wrap. Because then I can really focus on the business. Oh, I ain't going to get, but what?
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm going to be so closed off.
Yeah.
That, man, the bitch ain't going to be able to look at me. Like, nah.
Yeah, be like that.
But all right, man. Let's see here. Leadership should never feel like fear. Control should never be disguised as love. The healthiest relationships aren't built on dominance or competition. They're built on mutual respect, communication, and 2 people working towards the same goal. So where do you personally draw the line between leadership and control? And have you ever had a partner mistake one for the other?
Control is 100% when it's fear-based. And when I say fear-based, not fear of losing someone, because setting boundaries, people feel like, oh, I might lose somebody if I set boundaries. So I'm not referring to that. I'm referring in the sense of, oh, I gotta be home by the time the street lights come on, or else he gonna leave me, or like, if I show my ankles, he gonna hit me when I get home, like that type of stuff. Like,
because I'm not a control person.
Yeah,
but like,
control is when you take away their free will.
I'm not as much as, like, because you see on Instagram, you'll be seeing, you'll see on Instagram, you see all my likes is women in short shorts and short dresses, but that's not the type of woman that I would date. I just, like, it's something that I like looking at. Okay. But it's not the type of woman that I couldn't date a woman like that, because I'm gonna be like, I don't want you wearing that. And they're gonna be like, you met me like this. I'm like, yeah, I met you like that, but now that you mind, you gotta cut that shit out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang. You got, like, I have no problem, like, if you know what I'm saying, like, if you thick and you wearing tight shit, I ain't got no issue with that. But the short shit, the slutty shit, like, that's for me. Like, well, they don't need to be seeing that, bro. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. And they be like, oh, you trying to control me? Like, no, I'm not. Like, it's a respect thing. Because if I'm not about to come here if I got like let's say like an amazing body like Ashton Hall or whatever. I ain't about to be walking around shirtless all the time, because, like,
why not?
I mean, I could, yes, right?
Yeah.
But, like, some women
match their energy.
I feel you on that.
Because I will say they do have a good argument with, if she was wearing that when you met her.
That's very true.
It is controlling to try to change you, because she's clearly not your type. There are Mother Teresa girls out there.
I don't want to. I just want somebody in between.
You can find that too. There are those girls out there. But I'm very big on how you start is how you finish. So if I did meet you wearing that, it's completely okay if you wear that with me. Whatever you wore when I met you is what you can do when you're with me. It's when we're together and you start trying to change shit up, that's when we got to have a conversation. Because I'm not going to hold you. Like, I was literally outside the other day in strictly just a vest, no shirt, and in the bars, clubs, and everything. So
yeah, I don't know. That's my thing. That's why I'd be like, yeah, like, because I do feel like I'm very confident. I feel like I can get those type of women. Yeah. I just know, like, personally, like, I was like, that's where we gonna differ. Like, and then also, like, some of them don't have respect. Like, bro, like, if we ever get to that level, when you meet my parents, like, put some goddamn clothes on.
But that's not the type she is.
I know, and that's why I'd be like, damn. Because I'd be telling my friends, like, I really feel like I can pull like 9s or 10s, like bad bitches. But I know the issues that I will come with that, and it ain't worth the headache for me.
Now, just get 9 or 10s that like to wear clothes. You make it seem like because they wear nothing, that's what make them a 9 or 10. No,
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
The 9 or 10s who wear clothes.
You're right.
They out there. They're all out there.
I thought I was real quick before we go in there. Like I had every intention of going to church today, so I could find me a
should have
big booty Christian slut. But I was after I got finished recording with my coworker. She came like right after she got off work.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I gotta go sleep.
Don't worry, they'll be there next Sunday.
So yeah, because that's one of the things I'm trying to do. Like, I'm really trying to I want to get back into church. I grew up in the church.
That's good.
I was before I was set to be the junior director of the junior ushers before I left. Dang. Yeah, I was heavily involved in church, and that just stopped when I came down here. So, to get back in church, like, I'm really just I think the rest of the year, like, outside is like I was about to stack my bread. That's why I was telling you with your friend, like, I don't know how that's going to work, because like right now, like, I'm just trying to. I'm like, it's cool to have a fun every now and then, but I'm really just trying to stack my fucking bread.
And this is when you need to date. You don't need to be dating when you got bread. Like, I can't.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah, men cannot be mad at a woman coming after them for their money if you led with money.
See, my thing is, right, because I'm not going to lead with money because I have the money.
Yeah.
My thing is trying to date somebody now I know will distract me from what I'm trying to do. Like, if I know, like, I want to do X, Y, and Z, now I got to pour those extra resources into you.
No, you don't. Invite her over, watch movies, maybe get some flowers from Publix and you can sprinkle them on the couch or something. Like, it's a lot of cheap shit that you can just do inside the house.
True, but women want to go out, Harvey. They don't want to always be in the house.
Not all women want to go out. Stop dating those girls who want to be outside.
Not even that. Like, they want to go, like, not even necessarily being outside, but they want to, like, they don't always want to be in the house. Like, they may want to go to an NBA game, which I'm cool with, or NFL game, or, they maybe want to take a trip, but they want to go out to a restaurant. They don't always want to be in the house.
Who are those girls who want to go to the NBA game? Like, I ain't never met them.
What you mean? Like,
I mean, I know that they'll go, but I've never had a girl say, "Hey, why ain't you take me to an Orlando Magic?"
I ain't gonna lie, that's the type of girl I need. I ain't gonna. I know those girls out there. Hey, listen. Hey, check me out. Right, hold on. Let me put the camera back on. The camera's off. Hold on.
Oh shit! Dang.
All right, yeah, because y'all need to hear this. Any woman out there that like WWE and sports games, please hit my. First of all, be attractive. All right, because I'm not. Be attractive. Like, look at yourself and look at me.
What that's supposed to mean?
If like, look at yourself and look at me. Like, no, be attractive. Because sometimes, like, it'd be nice women to be in my DMs, but they number one, like, you're not my type. And number two, you hideous. Like, like, I like big women, but it's a certain level of big that I like, Harvey.
Bro, you gotta spell that out for us, because I've seen some bowling balls.
All right. Okay. Right. I like I don't mind if you're big, right?
Yes.
But you do have to be curvy. You cannot be big and flat. That is not going to work for me.
Okay, you don't like box Chevy built bitches.
Yes, no.
That's fine.
Can't do that. And you got you can't do that. And you got to be big. You can't be big and not know how to cook.
No, I 1000% agree with that.
Like, if you do that, that's not going to work.
That don't even make sense.
Like saying that, yeah, but you can't be like. You can't be built like a box Chevy. But if you either one of them, or even if you like medium thick, and you like WWE, and you like sports where we can go to sports games, like, hit me up. Hit me up. Because I wish a girl would say, why don't we go to a Magic game, even though I hate the Magic. I would still go. I fucking hate the Magic. Like, but if you like, what I'm saying, like, I used to talk to a chick. Who was a Cowboys fan. I'm an Eagles fan. And that only ain't work because I started talking to your girl. But, because it would have been long distance. But I'm thinking like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be mad because I'd be seeing shit on Twitter. I'm like, I'm growing up, I did not see all these female emo sports fans, these female Eagle fans, because I'm like, bro, where was y'all? Where was y'all at growing up?
That's a good point.
Because I ain't see this shit. What you can find me if I find me go to like the same sports teams as me, bro. I promise you. And if she got a good personality, I swear to God, bro, I'm marrying her. I swear to God.
Okay.
And it won't even be like it won't even take that long, bro. Like it'd be like we married a year in, bro.
Oh, that would be dope.
Like, boop, boop. Like, it's a rap. What?
Yeah.
Like, please. Like, it was this one chick I know for a fact. Like, she ain't like me. But she was my, like, I liked her. Like, she was into sports, video games, all of that. Bro, she ever gave me a chance, like, nobody wouldn't. The people that, they would never came into play. Because I'd have married that girl on site, bro. Yeah. On site. Like, what? Like, you want to actually play the video game with me? You talking about running the sticks? We can play Madden? Oh, my gosh. Like, girl, how much is your bills?
That's fair.
Like, what? How many, what bills you got? What you need help with?
And that's good for you. I wasn't looking for the sports chick. I needed you to be outdoorsy, like nature, because I'm very much trying to be in the wilderness.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing that.
Go on the trail, kayak, like camping, all of that. That's 1,000%.
No, see, I ain't doing that. Because, see, man, that'd be my point. Like, because then now, right? Because I remember one thing me and TR looked into, to where I was like, okay, this can be both. This could be the best of both worlds. When we were together, we were thinking about moving to like 2 or 3 different places. Like, we were looking at, like, we were going to do because we went to Chicago for my brother's wedding. We did that little Hilton shit. So we were going to do a trip to Arizona to see if we liked it, to see if we wanted to move out there. We were going to catch a football. We was going to try to see if the Bills had played or Eagles had played out in Arizona, to where we make it like a 2-for-1 thing. She gets the travel, I get the game. That's some shit I can do, Harvey. Yeah, I can do that shit. No problem.
Nice. Why didn't y'all?
We broke up.
Oh, so you had the perfect bitch.
Well,
no.
Because like she's not a willingly sports person. She will go.
Okay, so she won't do it on her own.
Correct. Yes.
Got you.
Correct. Like, she had got before we broke up. She had got into sports. Like, she may half watch a game with me. Or like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, she watched the game with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know she's a Bills fan. Like, yeah, she know a little bit of sports. Like, she went to we went to the when my dad had invited us, like, we went to the NBA preseason game. So she said she would like to go back and do stuff like that. But I know it's not like, she'll never be the type of girl to be like, hey, babe, they'll sit down, like, the game's on. Like, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sundays is Sundays is football day. Like, we sitting down as a family, like, hey, Eagles is playing, come on, let's go. Like, what we doing? Or Eagles is playing and Bills is playing. We got to watch these 2 games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That, like, yeah, like, if I could get that hard, it's a wrap. I tell you right now, boy. What? You'd be like, damn, so are you married? Yeah, quick. In a heartbeat.
She gonna walk right in your life. She gonna walk right in your life. You better be ready. You see how you sound?
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I will be ready. I'll be ready. All right, this was good, man. I enjoyed this. Where can they find you at, my guy?
Y'all can always find me on Instagram, McAllister Dynasty. All you gonna see is the father raising his tribe, pretty much. Especially at this number.
Hey, you already know y'all can find me, man. Average JTPC, that's a podcast Instagram. Told you I'm gonna be more consistent. And as you see, I've been dropping a lot more reels. Facts. Just trying to be more consistent, because all I need is one of these motherfuckers to pop.
It look like one of them going to.
And that's all I need. I get one of these motherfuckers to pop. Yeah, and I better watch the fuck out.
Yeah. 1,000%.
But I'll see you on the next one, man. Subscribe to the YouTube, the Average Media LLC. Love you. Appreciate y'all, man. Can't do this without y'all. Peace.